What's up, WWE Universe? Welcome back to WWE Sphere, your home for the most shocking moments in sports entertainment. If you're new here, smash that subscribe button and hit the bell icon because you do not want to miss stories like this. Today, we're breaking down one of the most unbelievable upsets in recent Raw history. Becky Lynch, the man, multi-time world champion, one of the most dominant forces in WWE history, lost. And not just to anyone, she lost to Maxxine Dupri. I know what you're thinking, there's no way that happened. But oh, it happened, and we've got all the details. Before we dive into this absolute shocker, let's set the stage. Becky Lynch has been on an absolute tear lately. She's been cutting promos about reclaiming her spot at the top of the women's division, reminding everyone why she's called the man. Her intensity has been off the charts, and she's been plowing through opponents left and right. Meanwhile, Maxxine Dupri has been steadily improving in the ring. As a member of Alpha Academy, she's been learning from Chad Gable, working on her technical skills, and showing real heart every time she steps between those ropes. But let's be honest, nobody, and I mean nobody, had her beating Becky Lynch on their bingo card for this year. The match was set up after a backstage segment where Maxxine accidentally bumped into Becky. Words were exchanged, and Becky, being Becky, accepted Maxxine's challenge for a match that very night. You could see it in Becky's eyes. She thought this would be a quick warm-up. Boy, was she wrong. When the bell rang, Becky came out aggressive, as expected. She backed Maxxine into the corner with hard strikes, trying to intimidate the smaller competitor. Becky hit her signature Bexploder suplex early, and it looked like this would be over in minutes. The crowd was firmly behind the man, chanting her name, expecting the inevitable victory. But here's where things got interesting. Maxxine rolled out of the ring to regroup. When she got back in, you could see something had changed. That look of fear was gone, replaced by pure determination. Chad Gable was at ringside coaching her, and whatever he said in that moment lit a fire. Maxxine started using her speed advantage, ducking under Becky's clotheslines and hitting quick dropkicks that actually staggered the former champion. She caught Becky with a beautiful arm drag that got a pop from the crowd. People were starting to take notice. This wasn't going to be the squash match everyone expected. The middle portion of the match saw Becky regain control with her experience. She locked in an armbar, working over Maxxine's shoulder, setting up for the disarm her. She hit a leg drop for a near fall. Every time it looked like Maxxine was building momentum, Becky would cut her off with a big move. A missile dropkick from the second rope got Becky another 2 count. But Maxxine kept kicking out. And with each kick out, you could see the frustration building on Becky's face. The man wasn't used to someone at Maxxine's level hanging with her this long. The crowd started getting behind the underdog. Let's go Maxxine. Chants began mixing with the Becky chants. Around the 10-minute mark, the tide really started turning. Maxxine countered a manhandle slam attempt into a tornado DDT. The arena erupted. She went for the cover. 1, 2, Becky kicked out, but barely. Maxxine was now fired up, feeding off the crowd's energy. She hit a beautiful Northern Lights suplex with a bridge for another close near fall. Becky, now visibly frustrated, went for another Bexploder, but Maxxine landed on her feet. She caught Becky with a superkick out of nowhere. Becky stumbled back into the ropes. Maxxine charged, but Becky moved and Maxxine went shoulder first into the ring post. It looked like Becky was setting up for the finish. Becky pulled Maxxine out of the corner and went for the manhandle slam. She got Maxxine up, but Maxxine fought out of it mid-move. She landed behind Becky and rolled her up with an inside cradle. The referee slid into position. 1, 2, Becky tried to kick out but, 3. The arena exploded. The referee's hand hit the mat for the 3rd time and the bell rang. Maxxine Dupri had just pinned Becky Lynch clean in the middle of the ring. Maxxine couldn't believe it. She rolled out of the ring in shock, her hands on her head, as Chad Gable rushed over to celebrate with her. Inside the ring, Becky sat there absolutely stunned. She was arguing with the referee, but there was no controversy, it was a clean pin. The replay showed it clearly. Maxxine had caught her, and Becky couldn't kick out in time. The man had been beaten by someone who, just months ago, was considered a comedy character. The fallout from this match was immediate and intense. Becky sat in the ring for a long moment after the match, processing what had just happened. You could see the wheels turning in her head. This loss clearly bothered her, and it should. It's a major upset that could affect her standing in the championship picture. For Maxxine, this is the biggest win of her career, hands down. She's been working incredibly hard to prove herself as a legitimate competitor, and beating someone of Becky Lynch's caliber does exactly that. Alpha Academy was celebrating backstage like she'd won a championship, and honestly, in terms of what this does for her career, it might as well be. But let's talk about what this means going forward. Is this the start of a bigger push for Maxxine? Will she get opportunities she wasn't getting before? And what about Becky? The man doesn't take loss as well. We could be seeing a character shift, maybe a more vicious, desperate Becky trying to prove she's still at the top. The women's division just got a lot more interesting. Matches that seemed like foregone conclusions. Not anymore. If Maxxine can beat Becky Lynch, what else is possible? Who else might be ready to step up and shock the world? This match proves that in WWE, on any given night, anyone can beat anyone. That's what makes this business so exciting. The unpredictability, the drama, the moments that make you jump out of your seat. What did you think of this match? Was this the right call? Is Maxxine ready for this level of competition, or did Becky just have an off night? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to WWE Sphere for more breaking news and analysis, and turn on notifications so you never miss a moment. Until next time, WWE Universe, stay phenomenal.